Good morning, class 7 North. I hope everybody is fine. Welcome to our lesson today, social studies lesson. This is teacher Paul Ndirangu, and we are still looking at the topic, the physical environment, and a subtopic, map reading and interpretation. I hope yesterday we looked at some few features, how you can identify tourism in a map. You're given a map in an exam. What will you check? What evidence are you going to look at so that you can identify tourism? We saw you can look at beaches, you can look at lodges, prehistoric sites, historic sites, game parks, game reserves. We also have an airstrip which is used to transport the tourists. We have lodges and hotels where the tourists are going to eat and sleep. We also looked at the elements of a map, what a good map should have. We have 5 elements of a map. We talked about the scale, which shows the relationship between the drawing length, that is in centimeter on a paper, and the actual or the real length that is on the ground. You also looked at the frame. It encloses, it forms the boundary of the area represented in a map. Compass, which is used to identify direction in a map. We also looked at the title. It shows the name of the area represented in the map. And then you have the key, where you check what features that are drawn in the map represent. So for today, we are still going on, looking some of the features and some of the economic which are represented in a map and how to identify them. So we have fishing. In a map. One of the things you can check, or one of the evidence you can check in a map to confirm there is fishing. Commonly, we use the fish traps. It can be hand line, it can be net, which is set in water in form of a trap. Then we have fish ponds. Fish ponds are small ponds which are constructed where you can rear one type of fish. So if you see a fish pond in a map, that means there is fishing activities taking place. We have fish landing pots. These are the small pots where fish, either from fishermen from those fishing grounds, either a river, either a lake, or in the ocean or in the sea, where they can anchor and offload their fish. So ukiona where they have indicated a fish landing pot, that one means there is fishing in that area. We have the fisheries department. This one is a department which is under the government, whereby it concerns with the management of fishing in a country. So if you see maybe an indication of fisheries in department in a map, that shows there's fishing. We have the fishing village. That means the people within that area are majorly fishermen. We also have the fishmongers. Fishmongers, these are people who sell fish. Either they fry the fish and sell to people, and also they can sell raw fish so that you can go and maybe and fry or cook for yourself. Net making factories. So these factories are majorly concerned on making fishing nets, what we call the gill nets. We also have the boat making factories. They make boats which people are going to buy and use them to go. We also have drainage. So drainage, these are features which contain water in a dam. We have rivers. So blue continuous line or a dotted line. Then you have lakes. We have dams, waterfalls. Waterfall is a certain drop of water because of the nature of the rock. Because the river may flow in an area with the soft and hard rock. So the soft rock is eroded, the hard rock remains. So the water might drop from a very high ground, maybe 100 meters, 200 meters, depending on the size of the waterfall. We have canals. A canal is a diversion of water. Water is directed to another area. Then you have the boreholes, the one which are drilled to reach water underground. We have ocean, and we also have sea. So when you see these features in a map, automatically know that we have drainage feature there. Then from there, we look at trade. How will you identify that there is trade in a map, or within that area represented in the map, there is trading activities taking place? We have markets, which are the common one used. You also have shops. We have kiosks. A kiosk is just a small shop just beside the road, very small. Then we have trading centers. They can just indicate TC, trading center. Then we have supermarket. We have the mini markets. We have the wholesale traders. They can just indicate any of those in a map, and then they tell you to identify, maybe in a question, what evidence in a map shows that there is fishing. There is trade. So you can look at one of those. Commonly, market. Then from there, we have a pastoralism or livestock farming. Pastoralism or livestock farming. So we have cattle dips, where animals are going to be treated or sprayed to control external parasites like ticks. Then you have veterinary stations. These are doctors who treat animals, sick animals. So if you see a veterinary station, that means the area has a livestock farming. Butcheries, these are shops that sell meat. So if you see butchery, for example, in Nairobi, within Kenya, we have what? Livestock farming. Then you have slaughterhouses. These are places where the animals are slaughtered now. The animals are slaughtered and supplied as meat. Then you have ranches. A ranch is a large tract of land where beef, cows are reared. Then you have meat processing factory. This one involves in maybe slaughtering, cooking the meat, and then packing it into tins. Packing the meat in tins. What you call canned meat. Then you have leather processing factory. We have the leather processing factory. This is the factory that deals with the skin, the hides and the skin. Hides is that hair that covers the skin. That hair that covers the skin is what we call the hides. The skin is that now leather, which is processed and used to make various items like bags. We have gloves, we have suitcases, we have shoes, we have belts, all of them. Then from we have religion. When you see a church, that one indicates Christianity. When you see a mosque, indicates that there is Islamic religion. Then we have a temple, which indicates Hinduism religion. Then you have a shrine, indicating traditional religion. Those are the four common types of religion you are going to find in a map. Now we have an NB there, note better. Lack of any of the religions indicate paganism. So if you don't see a church in a map, if you don't see a mosque, if you don't see a temple, if you don't see a shrine, that automatically means that the people in that area do not believe in anything. They are just pagans. They are just pagans. So that is what we had today for our lesson. Till we meet in the next lesson, have a good day. Enjoy yourself.